Hello, everyone. This is Tina Jones. I'm the host and producer of the Empower You Expo, which is May 2nd, 2020. And I'm here with Bill Barney, who is one of the workshop presenters. And I'm super excited. So Bill's business,
All things possible.
all things possible. Yeah, I had to get to my notes here.
That's great.
So Bill has authored a book called Shine the Light Within, and it's 5 steps to lighten your soul using through forgiveness. Bill is an intuitive practitioner of energy medicine, and he specializes in 24 different modalities and techniques. 7 of those are unique modalities and processes that Bill has pioneered over the years. So the title of his workshop is called Letting Go of Your Past. And so let's talk to Bill and learn some of the things that people will learn in your workshop.
Well, great. I want to just spend a minute on why I chose to write this book, because with having so many modalities, and actually I got started back in 1975 when I was a teenager. My mother was interested in energy healing, and I've just been fascinated with it ever since. And over the years, I've learned several different modalities that I've incorporated into my energy healing practice. And one of the things that I found, it seems like I have a lot of people drawn to me uh, for many situations, but one that I've seen a lot of is sexual abuse. And I've seen how they can go through years of therapy and counseling and all kinds of things, spiritual practices, consciousness practices, and still this is just a huge weight that they're carrying through their life is what happened to them. And in that, I developed these 5 steps to letting go, to be able to call it forgiveness, call it letting go. 5 steps to let go. And when I did this, it totally changed people's lives. I found out that I could sit down with them for an hour and they could release everything in an hour as I guided them through these steps. And that's what inspired me to write the book. Is like, if I could get this word out to more people than I can meet with personally, it's going to be my part of changing the world. So that's why I wrote this book, Shine the Light Within. And it really is about light, about adding light, getting rid of the darkness in your soul, within yourself, and letting it be replaced with light. So in my workshop, I teach these 5 steps, but I'd like to just share with you a little bit. So I'm going to give you a preview of that. Step 1 is to heal the pain. And that's the one that I think people miss. They don't understand. I've had many people say, you know what, that situation is behind me. I've let it go. I'm okay with that. I've forgiven the person. And it doesn't have to be abuse. It can be anything. It can be a betrayal, abandonment, maybe parents that were there but didn't really act like you were there when you were young. It can be neglect. It can be the death of a loved one. Any type of thing that happens to us in our life that's traumatic, that years later is still affecting us, is something we need to let go of. And I've had people say, oh, I've let go of that. That's behind me. And here's an acid test. So if you think you've let go of a big situation in your life, let's just do a little acid test here. Think about what happened. Think about what the person did or what the tragedy was. And then notice what you feel when you're thinking about it in that moment. And I always tell people, don't tell me what you used to feel. Tell me what you feel right here today. In this moment, as you think about, let's just use the example, it makes it easier to explain, if someone who had abused you. But when you think about that person and what they did to you, what do you feel? And if they name any emotion that's on the negative scale, anger, worthless, whatever negative emotion, if they can name a negative emotion, that's a sign that they have not let go. And I've had many people say, no, that's all behind me. I've let go. And I start to ask them a little bit about it. And pretty soon they're crying or they're angry or they, all these negative things come up. And I'm like, there are more layers. And that's what I teach, is get down to the bottom to heal the pain. That's the first step. You can go through all these other things, but if you still are carrying pain about what happened, you can't let go of it, because that pain is like tentacles that are anchored into your soul, into your heart, and you've got to heal that before you can let it go. Now, there's steps you can do and still carry pain, but you're not all the way there. Many people say, you know what? I'm good. I've done all this work. I just realized that my life, because of what happened to me, this is how my life is going to be. It's just something I get to accept. And the pain, you don't have to accept. There are ways to heal the pain. I've been able to help any of my clients that were willing to do a little bit of work to heal the pain and let go. And time after time, I've had people say, after we go through some of these processes, oh my gosh, I've done more work in the last 20 minutes than I have in 30 years of therapy, or however long they've been to. So to heal the pain is the first thing we do. And I go through and I will teach you in that workshop processes as ways that you can let go and heal the pain. Many of them are through energy healing modalities that I have learned from others. Some of the ones that I pioneered work amazing to heal that pain. I've done it in as little as 3 minutes, having a person focus, and it's gone in 3 minutes using some processes. There's other things you can do, like write and burn. You write down everything about it, and then you burn the paper, and that's a way of getting rid of that stuck energy. So that's just some of the things. I'm doing an awful lot of talking here. I'm going to take a breath and let you talk.
That's what I was just going to say. I was like, oh my gosh, that's fantastic. So change is actually possible, and we don't have to wallow in our misery of our pain for forever. That's what you're saying.
Absolutely. When you are carrying all this, you're very much disempowered. You're dragging a weight and anchor with you through life. I mean, if you had to drag a great big gunny sack full of potatoes everywhere you went with you, you wouldn't go the places you need to go. And that's what we do when we're carrying this pain. So as you release it, you become very much empowered, and you get all of you here in the present moment instead of stuck in the past.
Well, that is exactly what the Empower You Expo is all about. Is about inspiring people to be their best, highest, and best self, awakening them to the possibility that they can get over their trauma and their upset, and inspiring them to act so that they can live the change in their life. So I'm super excited for Bill to be there, and you will find Bill and Chris both there, and they will have their books. They each have a workshop presenting time, and they will have a booth space, so you can stop by and see them at the Empower You Expo, which is May 2nd, 2020. And if you're watching this after the fact, look below for some of the links to their website. And if you
plan to attend next year.
Yes.
These are amazing. If you missed it, it's okay. Your life isn't over. You can come next year.
Well, and the cool thing is all the workshop presenters are being recorded. So guests that have a VIP ticket will get all the video recordings. And then if somebody missed the expo, but they would like your video recording, those will be available for purchase too. So you can always go to empoweryouexpo.com to find out more information. And if that's something that you're interested in, be sure to reach out to us and see how to get the video if you didn't make it. But yes, 2021, mark your calendars. This is only once a year event. So, and it's getting bigger every year. So super excited to have you, Bill. And we will see you there.
Okay, we will see you. I just want to say I'm honored. Thank you for the opportunity to share in your event.
Oh, I'm super honored to have you there too. So this is going to be a fun day.
All right. We will see you there. Thank you.
Okay. See you.